I guess we knew this day would always come. From the very earliest time when we thought about artificial intelligence and the world of big data, I guess many of us worried that that would be the end of us. And you don't have to look far in the press or on the television or on social media of lots of worrying stories about how these new systems might take our jobs. They might leave us with jobs that we felt the systems would do for us. I guess we always knew this day would come when we would be supplanted. The evolutionary steps that saw us rise up would then see us overtaken by intelligent and data-driven systems, a new creation being forged. But it's worse than that. In our hands right now, we have data and intelligent-based systems that are perhaps turning us into robotic entities. How many times have you sat with your friends and family and instead of looking them in their eyes, have looked down at your screen? People are worrying about that. Here's a recent survey. Teenagers feel that they are addicted to their mobile devices. Of course, parents and teenagers are spending a lot of time on these robotic devices. Parents, of course, are worried about their teenagers. But unlike moral panics of the past, this time, children too are worried about their parents. And as we stare down at these screens, using these big data and intelligence-based social media systems, recommender systems, what do we see? Well, it's not the best of humanity, is it? And we see worries about people who lose their empathy, lose their humanity as they troll and are rude to each other online. Or people, us, all of us, who get a kind of blinkered view of the world through the algorithmic sifting of, for example, our news feeds. Here's a very scary picture, and here's a thought. Are we becoming the artificial intelligence? Are we becoming the robots? Are we simply there to feed the world of big data systems and services? So what can we do? Well, we could be like the Luddites of the past. We could take up our pitchforks and our torches and we could try to destroy the technology. But you know, that isn't the way forward. The world of big data, the world of artificial intelligence, offers huge amounts of potential for positive change in the world. And this is to encourage you to join our new centre. Starting in 2019, we have an EPSRC Centre for Doctoral Training. And that centre is all about understanding how big data and intelligence-driven systems can enhance human ability and potential. It's all about putting people first and then driving adventurous and exciting computational science. At our centre, you will learn human-centred methods, then to, first of all, engage with organisations, engage with citizens, engage with society, to understand how AI and big data could be used to amplify human potential, and then use these to do some amazing computational science. We're very lucky that we have a series of world-class partners joining us in this endeavour, and if you join our centre, you will be connected with one or more of these sorts of organisations. Big data and AI, in conjunction with human creativity, human ability, can lead to huge positive changes for the world. And our centre will focus on critical ones for the next generation. We'll think, for example, about how these systems might improve our health and well-being. How can they help us to live enjoyably and sustainably? How can we include everyone in this future not just those of us who perhaps are tech savvy and are affluent. And how in all of this can we assure resilience and safety and security? The centre will be about thinking about new jobs and new industries, from advanced manufacturing all the way through to the creative sector. Now, I don't know what your view of what a PhD is. Maybe it's someone sitting on their own, thinking very deeply and eventually writing a long thesis. You will think deeply. You will write a thesis. But this programme, which is 4 years and includes an integrated master's, is fun, intense and innovative. In the first year, you will be led to learn about some of the key foundations that you will need during your 3 years of PhD research. And during your 3 years of PhD research, you'll work with a fantastic team of supervisors, people who understand the computational aspects, people who understand your domain, and that might be the factory of the future, it might be healthcare, and also stakeholders, the companies and partners I've just mentioned. And you won't be on your own. Every year we're recruiting up to 11 researchers, and you will be built up together. We will have many cohorts coming through our centre, and you will be working and benefiting from their experience over your time with us. The centre is based in a fantastic location, right on the coast in Swansea, and in a brand new facility called the Computational Foundry. But there's more than that. You will be working together, going on retreats, working with companies. We will resource you to travel to interesting places around the world and do internships so you can get a richest environment for doing your research as possible. And what will this lead you to? You're going to commit to us for 4 years. What will we promise you? Well, apart from a fantastically intellectual and innovative experience, at the end, you will be highly valuable to the society and economy. Some of you, for sure, will go into research in universities globally, or research and development side of companies around the world. But there's masses of evidence that the kind of training you will get will set you up for a whole range of future jobs in many sectors. Who should apply? Well, there are some entry requirements, but a critical one is that you have a real passion to focus on human values, focus on human capabilities, and use your computational abilities to enhance, celebrate, and amplify them. Applications are now sought. We have a deadline of March the 22nd, and we'll be interviewing on the 16th and 17th of April. So if you're up for it, get your application in. You can get in touch with us too to chat beforehand. Go to the website people-first.best.